When I started getting more serious about photography and videography, I very quickly realized it was going to be well worth it to invest in a backpack that was going to make my life easier for carrying both camera gear and everyday stuff like things I needed for work, travel, picnics, farmers market trips, pretty much anything. I wanted a bag that could do it all. And after a ton of research, I finally decided on and purchased the WANDRD PRVKE 31-liter backpack. And it's been my go-to bag ever since. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, that's saying something because I've reviewed a handful of bags too, but I keep coming back to this one. But WANDRD just stepped it up by putting out a brand new version of the PRVKE lineup that takes it to a whole new level. And they reached out to me and asked if I could help share some of the new features and functions that they've added to the new PRVKE. But they also know that I get a little excited when I'm talking about my PRVKE bag, and I kind of tend to ramble on a little bit, so they've asked me to try and keep it short and show all those features to you in under 3 minutes. So let's set a timer and see if I can do it. Okay, so the first and most obvious change that they've made is they've got new sizes. So this is my original 31 liter. We don't need that anymore. This is my new 31 liter, which I'm very excited about. They've still got the 21 liter, and then they've got a bigger one. This is the 41 liter, and then there's, where did I put that? Oh, you know what? I know where it is. This is the PRVKE Lite, the smallest of the bunch. Now, the 21, the 31, and the 41 all have the same features, so we can talk about those all together, but the Lite has some things that are slightly different in order to keep it smaller and less expensive, so we're gonna save some of those for later. Okay, actually, I may have spoken too soon. There is one thing that separates the 41 liter from the 31 and 21 liters, and that is that it can hold the deep camera cubes, the ones that WANDRD made for the Fernweh backpack. If you're like me and you like to put your camera in sideways so that you can grab the grip from the top, this is super handy. It just gives you a little bit more clearance and you can fit a little bit more stuff vertically in the bag. By vertically, I mean vertically when it's laid down, opened up, like how you grab all the stuff out of it. On this back panel, we're seeing brand new materials, a new layout, and a comfier setup, essentially designed to make it more comfortable to wear, as well as the straps are redesigned, again, new materials, more comfy to wear. Another big one for me is the new chest or sternum strap. It's more functional than the previous design. It's easier to get on and off and move around where you need it, and it's completely detachable. On the previous model, you would attach it on your chest, so there would be a big plastic piece right there, but now because it attaches on either side without anything in the middle, it's more comfortable to wear. They've updated the passport pocket so that it's more hidden and it's bigger now, so you don't have to fold your plane ticket to get it in there. And it's more hidden because it's hiding right behind the brand new luggage pass-through. We've now got stronger magnets in the tote handles, as well as a graphic on it that says "Wander more, worry less," which is like their catchphrase, which is, I think, pretty cool. And that's all just on the outside of the bag. Once we head inside, we're gonna see some new pockets on the back of the laptop and tablet sleeve, some extra organization where you can put things like your pens or your SD cards or your cables or whatever you need. Super handy to have that little bit of extra organization on the inside. Opposite of that, we've got our zippers to get into the roll top from the clamshell opening, but something is new. They've flipped the way that you undo it, and it's a rip open so you can get in there really easy and quickly. And speaking of that rip away opening, it's actually now the pocket, the fleece pocket that's on the top where you put like your glasses or your phone or whatever you want in there. Previously, there was a pocket that would kind of move around inside the roll top, and sometimes it could kind of get tucked into weird positions. Now you won't have that problem because it's always in the same position. Also, they've taken away the flap that went over the camera cube compartment there. It wasn't something that I ever used. I always kind of had to tuck it away and it would just take up a little bit of space, so I'm glad that they got rid of that. And other than that, the 41, 31, and 21 liter are pretty much what we've come to know and love from WANDRD PRVKE. But I mentioned earlier that one of my favorite things about this new update was the PRVKE Lite.
You have acquired the PRVKE Lite. 1 minute and 40 seconds of bonus time has been added to your clock. Don't screw it up this time, Dunna.
Okay, so this is the PRVKE Lite, and it is the teeniest, cutest. Oh my gosh, it's windy. Why is it so windy? What is going on? Okay, so this is the PRVKE Lite, and it is just the cutest little thing that I've ever seen. In fact, I need some help naming them, so if you want to leave a comment down below, a name that would be as cute as this bag looks. Obviously, the main feature of the PRVKE Lite is the fact that it's a smaller version. It's better for either smaller people if you're not 6'1" like I am, or if you're just looking for something that's more of a day bag, something that doesn't necessarily need to hold that much stuff. That being said, they have changed some things to make it so that it still holds a whole lot of stuff. I've been using this bag for my daily shooting and had no problem taking everything that I needed. And the reason that they were able to do that is because this no longer uses an external camera cube, so it doesn't take up that extra space. All of the Velcro dividers and stuff can be put right into the bag without the need for the extra cube. So this basically holds as much camera gear as the 21 liter does, but at a smaller footprint, and it's less expensive. Now, other than the camera cube, there are a couple of things that have changed on this. One of the cool features is that the interior color actually matches the exterior on the Lite. That's something that we haven't seen on the other PRVKEs before. And also, in order to make it less expensive and save some space, they've taken out some of the things like the side pocket and the bottom pocket for the rainfly, things that make it a little bit more economical. But like I said, this thing still holds a lot of stuff. It's been super handy over the last couple of weeks here. The day that I got it, my wife saw it and saw that it was a smaller bag and immediately thought she was gonna get it, but I'm hesitant to give it up. All right, so that's a quick look at some of the new features and functions that we've got on the brand new WANDRD PRVKE lineup. But of course, I want to hear from you, so leave a comment down below and let me know what your new favorite feature is. If you want to do some more research and look more into these bags or pick one up, there will be links down in the description. Huge thank you to WANDRD for sponsoring this video. Huge thank you to you for watching, and I'll see you next time. These birds really want to be in the video.